Here's another shorter astrocartography question for Lily. When you were looking at each of our astrocartography charts for Turkey and you were like, I don't want to go on our birthday trip there, which is totally valid, that's fine, this isn't about that. And yours, I'm pretty sure, had your Pluto line for it, and themes of death and rebirth, that's not really what you want in your birthday trip, so I get that. But you also said that my astrocartography in Turkey is not good, which surprises me. Frenzy and I went to Turkey years ago. We had a great time. We briefly thought about moving there. And I know that the good thing that you said about it was that my Jupiter line is there, which is kind of like an obvious thing. People tend to love Jupiter. Expansion can be great, like all of that stuff. Cool. The line that you weren't so hyped on was my Mars line, which I understand can be conflict, but also can't that just be energy? I do remember when we were in Turkey, I had tons of energy. I felt really great. I felt really rejuvenated. So did Frenzy. At the time that we went, we were going because we were super exhausted and we had assumed that we would spend the entire time on the beach and really not doing much of anything. And that's not what ended up happening. We ended up going here and there and loving it, which I'm assuming is the Mars thing. So isn't that kind of good? I don't know. I'm curious what you think about that since you were like, not so great for you either. What do you think?
Yes, it can be energizing. That is very typical Mars. Mars is definitely energizing and also passionate, right? Feeling really excited about things and kind of hyper. All of that is very Martian energy, yes. It is just also conflict. And because of like that crossover with Jupiter, Jupiter makes things bigger. So it can be quite significant conflicts and like quite dramatic ones. So, yeah, can be good, but also can end up not being great. So,